Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sports Corner YouTube channel. Welcome to the France versus Germany Watchalong, the second game of Group F, of course, just finished about an hour ago. Hungary 0, Portugal 3. Josh covered that one. And it was a very, very tough game, it looked like, for Portugal, but they got over the line in the end, and these two teams now need to react to that 3-0 win for Portugal and catch them up, or they're going to have a huge advantage in the group going into their last two games. But yeah, this is by far probably the most standout fixture when you looked on the round of fixtures for round one. I finally got my words out there. And this game's full of superstars, and we will just about run through those superstars now. Starting with the France lineup, they've got Hugo Lloris in net, a back four of Lucas Hernandez and Benjamin Pavard left back and right back. Presnel Kimpembe and Raphael Varane at centre half, and then a midfield three of Pogba, Kante and Rabiot, with Antoine Griezmann just behind Karim Benzema, recalled to the France side, obviously, for the first time in a long time, and Kylian Mbappe. And then for the Germans, no Timo Werner, of course, he is on the bench. Going with a 3-4-3, interestingly, as well, the Germans tonight. So Manuel Neuer is in goal, a back three of Mats Hummels, Matthias Ginter and Antonio Rudiger. And then the wide players, I'm going to call them wing backs. They might play as left mid, right mid, they might play as wing backs. That is Joshua Kimmich and Robin Gosens. The two in the midfield, in the centre, Toni Kroos and Ilkay Gundogan. And the wide forwards of Kai Havertz and Serge Gnabry. And then I imagine Thomas Muller's playing as a false nine, but we know what Thomas Muller's like. Can play through the middle. The benches for both sides, we'll start with the French side. They've got Mandanda, Mainan, Lenglet, Lamar, Giroud, Dembele, Tolisso, Zuma, Digne, Coman, Ben Yedder, and Koundé. And then for Germany, they've got Leno, Trapp, Halstenberg, Volland, Werner, Sula, Klostermann, Neuhaus, Sané, Chan, Koch, and Gunter. And the head-to-head record, again, Josh absolutely smashed it with these. These graphics are all made by Josh. All the information and research is got by Josh. Fair play to him because he's absolutely smashing this. But the head-to-head record anyway. France and Germany faced off 31 times before, with France winning the most fixtures, 14. Their last match was back in 2016, a 2-1 win for France in the UEFA Nations League group stages. The record for France, 14 wins, 7 draws, 10 defeats. Germany, 10 wins, 7 draws, 14 defeats. And the player to watch from this match, he's actually starting as well. Josh has picked Robin Gosens, one of the most creative midfielders in Europe, linked with a move to Inter Milan, 7 caps and 1 goal to his name at 27 years old. But everybody, I'm pretty sure, is going to be buzzing for this game. We've got a lot of people on. We've got Tubbs in here earlier saying Germany won't get through this group. I don't think that Germany will get through this group either. I think they'll come third. A lot of people want Germany to win, though, because they don't, obviously, nobody likes to cheer the favourites on, and France are the favourites. But I am cheering France on because mate, I had a bet on them to win. So, Carl's in the building says, hey, Katie, really want Germany to win? Yeah, like I said, a lot of people want Germany to win. Chris is in the building. Evening, mate. Hope you well. I'm doing all right tonight, Chris. I hope you guys are doing all right as well. Yeah, Chris has said France 2, Germany 1. Yeah, get your predictions in the chat, guys. I'm going to go for, and surprise, surprise, KD's picking a 3-1. France 3, Germany 1. It's nailed on tonight, I think. But I could be wrong. I said 4-1 last night, and it was 0-0. So, and I mean, we'll have to see what happens. But who would have thought about 6 months ago that we would have been seeing Thomas Muller and Karim Benzema in the European Championships for their respective nations? When Thomas Muller, of course, was omitted from the squad a long time ago when Germany sort of had that little rebuild of theirs. Of course, he's been recalled to the squad after 2 years of fantastic form for Bayern Munich with 2 championships, of course, in there as well. And then Karim Benzema, been one of the best strikers in the world for quite a while. One of the best number 9s in the world for quite a while. Of course, I think, especially with the injuries that France had as well, had to be in the squad. But of course, they've got the likes of Olivier Giroud on the bench, Moussa Dembele, and Ben Yedder. And I'm probably missing someone. But yeah, they've got the other strikers on the bench. But we are just about to get kicked off in this very exciting tie at the Allianz Arena. You did go 1-1 in your stream yesterday. Yeah, that was for Scotland and Czech Republic. The one I did with Josh for Spain, Sweden, I said 4-1. But I said 4-1, but no, I got that horribly wrong. It ended 0-0. 3-1 prediction, pretending to be shocked. Yeah, no. But we are underway. It is the Germans getting us kicked off in their full white strip. France, of course, in their natural blue strip. And both of these two colossal nations will fight out for the first points up for grabs for these two respective sides. And Kimmich is going to hit out to the right-hand side. I'm just trying to see who's who, to be honest, because I don't know the numbers for Germany. I'm going to have to get it up now. 1 second. Germany are enjoying a little bit of the ball in the opening 30 seconds. Well, Serge Gnabry is going to be a massive part of this team. There's Toni Kroos now. It's back to Mats Hummels playing in the centre of the three centre-halves, with Ginter off to the right, Rudiger off to the left, and then Gosens at left wing-back and Kimmich at right wing-back. Almost making a four-man midfield with Gosens, Gundogan, Kroos and Kimmich. Then here is Kimmich into midfield for Ilkay Gundogan. Has to go back to Ginter though, and then the first touch of the night for Manuel Neuer. 3-2 to Germany. I mean, I hope we see some goals tonight. That'd be really good if we could see some goals. Of course, the last time France and Germany played, of course, PSG played Bayern Munich is what I'm referring to. Kante nicks in there ahead of Thomas Muller. That's going to get out of play for a throw-in. I was doing Spain versus Sweden watch-along on my channel. Had to end 0-0. Me and Josh thought it was a really good game, though, to be fair. It was high tempo. Of course, Sweden parked the bus and chose to hit them on the counter, but there was no other way they could play it. And fair play to them. They've got a point on the ball in the Euros. The ball over the top, though. Gnabry heads it down. Muller, first brilliant pass to Kai Havertz just outside the area, trying to run past Presnel Kimpembe. Going to have to go backwards, though, to Robin Gosens. Into midfield for Kroos. Nice little 1-2 between those two. And then Rudiger over to Mats Hummels. But Germany enjoying a little bit of possession in the early part of this game. Good pass by Gundogan out to Kimmich. And he's going to have to go back to Ginter, but Germany at the moment in the opening 2 minutes having all of the ball. France having to do a little bit of defending. Sharp passing as well. Here's Thomas Muller. And that's going to be a foul on Thomas Muller by N'Golo Kante. And a chance already for Germany to whip a ball into the box. Little disclaimer, guys. I am watching on ITV, on TV Player for the Xbox, where you can watch ITV, BBC, that sort of stuff. You might be ahead of me slightly. Also, we do say every stream, try not to spoil it, because there's just no point, is it? You're here to hear my reaction to stuff and watch the game alongside me. You don't want to go ruining it for me, do you? Because I'll have a little bit of a muted reaction if anybody does. But just a disclaimer, we have to say it all the time, pretty much. If you're coming in the stream, don't react until I've reacted. It's a good delivery in, and there's a header up there for Hummels, which goes over the top of the crossbar, and it's a good start for the Germans, of course. A good start. France not really had had any of the ball in the opening 3 minutes. This is going to be their first bit of possession with Lloris to take the goal kick. Good result for Sweden, disappointing for Spain. Spain didn't finish their roast dinner, clearly. Toby Carver isn't for Spain. Yeah, Alvaro Morata. I was going absolutely ballistic on the watch-along yesterday. I was absolutely gobsmacked that he missed that chance. But I'm happy because Ronaldo got a double today, and I've got Ronaldo to be Golden Boot winner. So that's a dub at least. Pogba's given a free kick away against Toni Kroos in there. And here come Germany again. They've got a nice tempo, a nice room to the passing at the moment, the Germans. Good tackle in there, though, by Pavard. And here's Ginter now. He's back to Mats Hummels. Now Rudiger's enjoyed a good spell in the Chelsea side under Thomas Tuchel. Really got his form back since the German managers come in. And Robin Gosens, of course, enjoyed a good season with Atalanta. And here he is on the ball now, trying a long ball over the top towards Kai Havertz. who does manage to flick it down, but Pavard's there and clears it upfield, high into the air. Hummels heads it back forward. Loose ball picked up by N'Golo Kante, and now France finally have a little bit of ball to try and finally get some possession in the game. And it is Raphael Varane out to Pavard on the right. It was Lucas Hernandez on the left that did the clearance earlier on. Griezmann trying to release Pavard with a 1-2. Couldn't quite get the right back in, but that's a poor pass by Toni Kroos, of all people, out of play for a throw-in. But you can see both these sides have got a nice pace to the way that they're passing the ball. The tempo's high. You can tell all these players play at the top level for club and country. I mean, I don't think they'd have been here, but it was an awkward pass by, I think it was Mbappe, of all people, back to Varane, and then Gnabry kind of nicked in, but it hit off the Real Madrid centre-half and went out of play for a throw-in. Now, Gosens down the line to Muller. Muller's held that up well, but N'Golo Kante did really well to just get a foot on the ball and poke it out of play for a throw-in, which Muller takes quickly to Havertz. Couldn't get his foot there to deliver the ball into the box. Going to get to play for a goal kick. But encouraging signs for Germany down the left-hand side. And Chris said Ronaldo was quiet till the 87th minute. Completely agree with you, but I mean, you can be quiet for 90 minutes and pop up with a goal to win it for your side. And that's, I mean, to be honest, this season, Ronaldo scored 43 goals, I think it was, I saw, which is impressive to say that people have said that he's had an awful season and that he's past it now. But there is a foul and a yellow card for Joshua Kimmich for a foul on Lucas Hernandez, a late foul. And that's a dangerous yellow card to get so early into the game. Only 7 minutes in. But we're not even past the 7th minute mark yet. 6 minutes and 40 seconds. If anybody wants to try and sync up 6:43, 44, 45. Just to know where I am at the game. Josh Kimmich getting a yellow card already. A dangerous time to get a yellow card so long. So early into the game. Here's Kante trying to bring it past a couple of players. Does well. Trying to find Benzema. And that's a good little flick to Kylian Mbappe. On the left-hand side. Dinks from to the edge of the area for Pogba. Good touch. Here's Benzema. Benzema tried to pass it wide and it's cleared away. And now Germany can come forward. It hit off the ref and kind of took the momentum off the ball, but the Germans still have possession. Still expect France, Germany, Portugal to all go through. One of them to go through as third best placed teams. That could happen, Chris. Where do you think Joachim Löw will go after he leaves Germany? I think he'll retire. Because, to be honest, I don't really see him manage anybody else. Good defensive header there by Varane, though. As Gundogan tried to dink it over the defence to try get Muller in. Good defending by the big Real Madrid centre-half there. Robin Gosens has started this game quite well, of course. The one to watch that we've picked out at the start of the game. And Germany have enjoyed most of the ball. But when France do come forward, they are dangerous. Don't think I've said Adrien Rabiot's name yet. But here is Antonio Rudiger on the ball. Trying to dink one over to Robin Gosens on the left-hand side. Good touch. Just let him down in the end. Yeah, Chris has made a good point as well. Lloyd's a risky point for a club who's only experienced international football. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but he looks quite old. He's been around for absolutely donkeys, so... I mean, I think he'll probably retire and enjoy sniffing his fingers at home for the foreseeable future. It's a good tackle, though, by Joshua Kimmich, who had to make a good tackle in there. So throw into France, though, inside Germany's half, just inside Germany's half. The throw into Karim Benzema. And Mbappe, loose ball, is headed back to Neuer by Hummels. And the Germans can build again. I have to say, Germany have been by far the better side in this game in the opening 9 minutes. They've had more of the ball. They look a little bit more threatening when they go forward, but of course France can turn it on just like that. When they came forward a little moment ago, I mean, they looked very, very dangerous, especially Kylian Mbappe. I mean, he's always going to be dangerous when he's running at you, but Robin Gosens has a little bit of space on the left. Not a good pass into midfield looking for Muller, though. Kante, nice little touch around the corner. Antonio Rudiger, his teammate, is there, though, to clean up for his side. You had to bring sniffing fingers, that's the only negative about him. Well, I mean, it was just weird, wasn't it? I mean, what kind of, on camera as well. I mean, so many people would have been watching that. It's been memed across the world as well, of course. But we're about to get into the 10th minute of the game, and I don't think there's been a shot on target yet. I mean, it's growing accustomed to me with these games. I mean, and especially the Euros in general. There's no really first half goals, is there? Hopefully, we can break the duck in this one, because I think Josh was telling me only a fraction of the goals that have been scored at the Euros have actually come in the first half. So let's hope we can get a first half goal in this game. Let's hope we can get a few goals in this game. I did think it was always going to be a tight, cagey affair, though, between two sides that are quite evenly matched. But I think France just have the edge on this one. Mind you, they're not showing me anything right now. It's a good pass forward by Kimmich. Tried to dink one over and it's headed away, and Pogba picks it up and takes it past two and runs into Griezmann. But it's going to be a foul for the advantage played when Gnabry tried to trip him up. Paul Pogba was so good at that, carrying it away from people, using his body to shield the ball and bring it away. And I mean, he would have got past another man, but Antoine Griezmann was just stood in his way. The German fans not happy with that. Here's N'Golo Kante to Antoine Griezmann, out to Kimpembe. And now France can start to come forward, but Kimpembe takes a heavy touch, and it kind of helped him a little bit as Kai Havertz came in to try and nick the ball off him. Griezmann tries to find Kylian Mbappe. Turns back against Kimmich. Here's Lucas Hernandez to Griezmann. Not a good pass by him, and it's cut out by Joshua Kimmich. Tries to play it down the line for Kai Havertz. Good foot in there by Hernandez. And then it's back to Raphael Varane and back to Hugo Lloris. And both these sides at the moment cancelling each other out quite well, as you would expect. Two of the favourites. Well, France were the clear favourites. Germany were up there for favourites, but of course, there's always a cloud hanging over Germany at the moment in major competitions, and especially after their World Cup performance. Here's Raphael Varane to Pogba, into Adrien Rabiot in midfield. Space for Hernandez on the left-hand side. Has to go backwards, though. Good pressing from the German front line. It looks like that front three for Germany are just interchanging with Gnabry down the middle right now. Here's Pavard. Here's Varane now. Kante. Over to Griezmann. Is Mbappe. Loses out to Toni Kroos, and now there might be a chance for Germany to come forward with Kai Havertz. A little bit of space opening up. Kylian Mbappe back there, and Kai Havertz just dawdled on it a little bit. Needs to make his mind up what he was going to do. Karim Benzema, brilliant touch there to keep it, and then a ball to Mbappe, and now France coming forward. There's a lot of white shirts ahead of him. There's Benzema to Mbappe again. Goes down under a little bit of pressure from Toni Kroos, looking for the foul. The ref tells him to get back up, and Kai Havertz loses it again. Here's Benzema. Out wide to Hernandez. It wasn't a good pass from Benzema. And France have won it back again. Thomas Muller having a heavy touch this time. Griezmann nicked it off him. Here's Kante. Ball forward, cleared away again. Loose pass. Number 3 of this little spell of football by both sides. Looking a bit out of shape at the moment. Here we go. Tom Cohen, what have you come in to moan about? Imagine talking about football and watch on football. So boring. Feel sorry for you all watching a pointless, boring sport. Feel sorry for you all. Nothing better to do with your lives. Are you just the same guy making like random accounts and coming in and saying the exact same thing? Because if you are, that's very sad. And you're talking about feeling sorry for all these people. I feel sorry for you if you're just making different accounts, because it's exactly the same thing as the guy said the other day. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm just going to stop because Germany were coming forward, but Muller was offside. So you enjoy your time out, mate. And thank you for giving us a view on our channel for absolutely no reason. Just to come in and complain about us. Thank you so much. Back to the football, because I can't be bothered with the likes of people like that tonight. France coming forward again with Varane. Back out to Benjamin Pavard. And there's a fly in my room. Go away. I'd like to be a fly on the dressing room walls if this game goes in at 0-0 at half-time. I don't think either manager will be happy. Here's Paul Pogba, though, out to Antoine Griezmann, into N'Golo Kante. Good football by France. Kante trying to look for Mbappe. Loose ball returns to him. It's Pavard again trying to low ball in and cleared behind by Ginter. And it's a corner for France. N'Golo Kante there, though, bringing his team forward. I mean, he's playing at defensive midfield. He was one of the furthest players forward. Pavard a low ball in. So good at those low crosses. And Ginter taking no chances, just slides in, puts it out of play for the first corner of the game for France. This is the same person, clearly. You clearly have nothing better to do with your life. I mean, get a life is what I'd say. Griezmann's corner, though, delivered into the box, is headed over the top by Paul Pogba, and he should do better with that. Has to get that on target at least. Paul Pogba, he's coming in on it. It's a hell of a ball in. It's a free header. Don't even head it. Comes off his shoulder, I think. But a massive let off for Germany because that should have been at least an attempt on target. It's a great pass into midfield by, I think it was Hummels. Here's Kai Havertz now on the left-hand side. Lovely pass into Muller, looking for Gnabry. It's cleared away, but Kimmich picks it up. Delivers one with his left foot. It's cleared away by the France players, and Karim Benzema takes it down brilliantly, but loses out to Gundogan. Tries a little inside pass, and Pogba cuts that out. Then Kante to Benzema. Here's Rabiot. Turning on the ball. A lot of space to run into Rabiot. Still got the ball. Here's Antoine Griezmann. Out to Mbappe on the left. Kylian Mbappe comes inside. Shoots! And it's a good save by Manuel Neuer. It's the first time we've really seen Kylian Mbappe cut inside onto his right foot and have a shot. And he finally managed to do that. And it was a great attempt by Mbappe. Not really that much curl on it to get it into that corner, but Manuel Neuer had to make the save and push out for another corner for France. And if the delivery is anything like the last one, we might see the first goal. It's Antoine Griezmann to deliver it in. It's another good delivery. Someone goes down in the box. I think it was Pogba. It's headed away though, and Pavard's going to pick it up and pass it all the way back to N'Golo Kante, who is back in his own half. Hugo Lloris now can take a few touches of the ball and fire it back forward. Griezmann wins the header and headed back to his goalkeeper by Hummels. And yeah, the game is finally sparking into life a little bit. I mean, it's not been a bad game by any sense of the imagination. I don't think it was ever going to be a bad game with these two sides. The amount of talent that's on the pitch, you're always bound to get at least a couple of moments here and there. And we have seen that. I mean, the shot from Mbappe a moment ago is absolute trademark. Mbappe cutting back inside. And his style of shooting, nobody else has a style of shooting like that. And Manuel Neuer needed to make the save, but 18 minutes in, I'd say now it's an evenly poised affair, to be honest. I mean, it's very cagey and back and forth between these two sides. It's cleared away by Rabiot to Kante. Now Pogba. It's a few touches of the ball and plays a really good pass to Kylian Mbappe. And Manuel Neuer's out quick, takes a very awkward touch-up, manages to get it to Joshua Kimmich. And then Toni Kroos to Serge Gnabry, who's not really seen much of the ball at all. Here's Gosens, tries the 1-2 with Gnabry, and Kante's in there. Griezmann out to Pavard. Into Kante. Takes it past one, and good tackle in there by Toni Kroos to stop the France counter-charge. Chris says, Neuhaus watch for me. Yeah, Neuhaus, very good player. Had a decent season with Gladbach this season, of course. I know Kieran Lawler's a massive fan of Neuhaus. Probably going to be a Liverpool player by the time the season comes around, which is exciting for Liverpool fans. That's going to be another throw-in for France. Almost into the 20th minute, though, and it's gone quite quickly, to be honest, because there's been so much back and forth between these two sides. Not necessarily chances, but of course the loose passes make it a little bit more interesting. And here's Paul Pogba Trying to dink one over the top 4. Hernandez puts it across and it's into his own net. It's into his own net by Mats Hummels. But what a pass from Paul Pogba. And a ball across, I think it was from Lucas Hernandez. And Mats Hummels just stuck a foot out. And Mats Hummels turns it into his own net. And France do take the lead on the night in Munich. Well, it's building up down this right-hand side. It's Pavard to Benzema. And I think Pogba's surrounded by 3 players. He doesn't really know what to do. He just dinks a ball over the top. And Hernandez just hammers it across the face of the box. And Mats Hummels has to do something because he knows Kylian Mbappe is behind him. Sticks a foot out. And directs it into the top corner of the net. I mean, it's a great build. It's great build up by France, and they do deserve the goal for the build up. But it's very harsh on Mats Hummels, who's defended quite well up until then. But France, the favourites for the tournament, do have the lead. The world champions do have the lead in Munich, and they've started off quite well, and they've got that goal to give them the advantage that they need. But here come Germany with Gosens. I mean, apart from the goal, the Germans were defending quite well. They'd really nullified the threat going forward. What a finish from Mats Hummels. Hummels was brought back into the team and he goes and does that. I mean, Rowan's probably laughing about it, to be fair, but you know, the Dortmund players have been on full effect. Guerrero scored earlier. Mats Hummels has put it into the net now. I mean, it might be his own net, but he still managed to get it into the net. Good work by Gosens in there. The loose ball falls to Gundogan, but Benzema's in there to nick it away from Toni Kroos. And here's Antoine Griezmann. Good work from him, but good work from Kroos to win the ball back. Muller to Gnabry. Turns on the ball. Serge Gnabry away from 2 challenges. Out to Kimmich. Dinks one to the back stick for the likes of Muller. And then a shot from Gosens is blocked. Still with Gosens, though. Dinks one in towards Muller! And it goes right across the face of goal. And it was a decent header. The best chance of the game for Germany so far. And he just mistimed the jump a little bit. Thomas Muller. But the best chance for Germany so far, it was closer than it looked. I'm not going to lie. My reaction might have been a little bit over the top. But yeah, closer than it looked for Thomas Muller. But again, the threat was there for Germany. The spaces have been there as well, especially down the left-hand side. Benjamin Pavard's getting a little bit overrun down the left-hand side with the likes of Muller and Robin Gosens down there. But like the commentators just said, 3 own goals. The 3rd own goal of the week, and there's never been more than 3 own goals at a European Championship. I'm pretty sure that will get broken in this tournament at some point, but you never know. There's Pavard flicking that header on, but Kroos is there to stop it. Muller flicks it over his own head, looking for Kai Havertz, and Hernandez nods that ball away. Gundogan wins the header, and Hummels over the top. Pogba gets a foot in there, but it's going to come to Gnabry. Back to Muller. Here's Robin Gosens to Kroos. Thomas Muller again. Good passing field to Gundogan. Lot of space for Gundogan to pick his head up and pick a pass. He's good run with it. Takes it past Kante, goes down, and it's a free kick in a very dangerous position. The France players are complaining because it was a very soft challenge, I'd say. Kante just catches him with his trailing leg as he's turning. Gundogan always looking for the free kick, but dangerous position, literally just outside the half centre circle, just outside the box. And I think Toni Kroos is the man that's going to definitely take this. It's in the area for Toni Kroos to do something with the ball, and if he puts this in, this will be a classic Toni Kroos free kick. Thomas Muller's there as well, though. But we saw Toni Kroos score a last-minute free kick in the World Cup against Sweden. I think it was Sweden. Are we going to see something similar to get Germany level? The referee just marshalling the wall. It is going to be Toni Kroos. Muller runs over it. Kroos over the wall and into the top of the wall, shall I say. Very anticlimactic when you get a free kick that hits the top of the wall or hits the wall at all. But here come Germany again, down the right-hand side. It's Matthijs Ginter. Back to Hummels. There's Toni Kroos now. And Pogba's in there quickly. It's a good challenge by Pogba. Toni Kroos has stayed down. Getting back to his feet slowly now. As we just tick into the 25th minute. Antonio Rudiger on the ball. Into Kai Havertz. Turns on the ball in a little bit of space. Out to Gosens. Had to turn back and find Rudiger. Here's Gundogan now, back to Rudiger. Germany enjoying a little bit more possession now since the goal. There's Gosens trying to ball through. It's a really good pass through, and Havertz's first touch was a little bit awkward for him. There's Rudiger again, though. And Germany, like I said, they're threatening when they come forward. They've got that attacking threat with the likes of Muller and Havertz up there. I mean, Havertz not started the best. And Serge Gnabry's been a little bit isolated and not really got in the game much. But it's Kimmich. Good pass into midfield for Havertz. Here's Gnabry now. Back to Muller. Good. Oh, I say a good tackling there by Pogba, but he's been caught. It's another free kick. And now it might be time for Thomas Muller to take this free kick. It's a little bit further out than the other one. And again, it's a trailing leg that's caught Thomas Muller. And he's always looking for the free kick. This one's a little bit more central. And maybe about 2 or 3 yards further back. Toni Kroos has got the ball in his hand again, though. But I think this one might be Thomas Muller's. But 2 free kicks inside two minutes for the German side. Imagine Muller stepping away from this one now. I think it's going to be Toni Kroos again. A little bit further out this time. It's probably easier to get it up and down. And Toni Kroos, he's got to get it on target at least. It's going to be something special to beat Hugo Lloris from here. Toni Kroos steps over it. And it's over the wall and over the bar. I think it might have been wide as well. Again, a very anticlimactic free kick from Toni Kroos. I mean, I expect better from him. He's kind of a set-piece specialist. Yeah, it's not a good free kick. And the German fans know it as well. They expect so much better from Toni Kroos. And I think a lot of people, when he was stood over those free kicks, then were expecting them to sail into the top corner. But as we tick into the 27th minute, France have been very, very comfortable, I'd have to say. I mean, the Germans have had a few chances when they come forward, but they've not really been clear-cut chances. They've been half chances. And Pogba's going to head that one on. It's cleared back upfield by Rudiger, though, and headed away by Kimpembe. Gundogan down, and Kimmich takes it down. It's back with Matthijs Ginter of Borussia Mönchengladbach. Then Hummels, the man who's got the only goal on the night. Might have been an own goal, but you know, a goal's a goal. He won't get many. Here's Toni Kroos, surrounded by a few blue shirts, but managed to find Kai Havertz. And Gnabry, it was Muller actually took a decent touch, but Kimpembe was back there well. And it's cleared upfield by Lloris. And headed back forward by Kimmich. Chested down by Kante, cleared over by Hernandez. Loose ball picked up again by Kimmich. Tries to race past Hernandez. He's done really well. Kante in there. Still going forward, Kimmich. It's a goal kick. And I mean, Kimmich is fuming with the referee. He thinks it should be a corner. Did really well to bundle his way past 2 challenges and contest the corner at least. I think we're going to see now. It should have been a corner. I think. Yeah, it should have been a corner. Last touch off Kante should have been a corner. That's what Kimmich was protesting, but no corner, goal kick, and it's currently back with the Germans and Kai Havertz now on the right-hand side. Back to Kimmich. Here's Gundogan. Ball's back with Mats Hummels now. Tries a searching ball to Gnabry. Tried a 1-2 with Muller, but it's cut out by N'Golo Kante, and Pogba turns on the ball past Kroos, who's fouled him. It's going to be a free kick to France inside their own half. and France look very comfortable. There's no shaky football going around. There's no loose passing now. Since the goal's gone in, they look very comfortable and very professional. Here's Kante to Benzema. Pogba back to Kante. Here's Rabiot to Lucas Hernandez. Mbappe to Pogba. There's Griezmann turning on the ball, looking for someone to pass to, but every white shirt's back, apart from Serge Gnabry, who's kind of isolated on his own at the moment. Kimpembe tries one over the top. It's an awful ball. That's going to sail that play for a throw-in just by the corner flag for Germany as we tick into the 30th minute of this game. And we actually did get a goal in the first half, lads. So we've broken the first half duck, at least for now. We've got another goal to mark on the tally chart for the first half of the European finals in 2021. It's a good chest by Kai Havertz, and there's Kimmich now as Germany try to get out. It's not a good pass by Kimmich, and Pogba got onto it. And I said Robin Gosens was lucky to win the ball back. Pogba had a very awkward touch. Here's Rudiger now to Gosens to Kroos. Good football by Germany to get away. Is Kimmich going to be able to keep that? And he is. Well done from Josh Kimmich. Coming forward with the ball is Ilkay Gundogan. Blocked by Lucas Hernandez. And here's Paul Pogba now to Griezmann. Good pass to Rabiot. Overlapping was Pavard. Back to Griezmann. And he goes back to Raphael Varane. But France threatening when they go forward on the counter there. I mean, Germany had the numbers back, but they were just finding the space and finding the players with every pass. There's Varane to Pavard. Benzema. Griezmann to Pogba. Switches it to Lucas Hernandez now. There's Mbappe. Always wants to make something happen. Here's Rabiot. Back to Mbappe. Good pass inside to Benjamin Pavard. There's Griezmann. To Pogba. Inside the box. Tried to get it to Pavard. Gosens cleared it away. And Varane all the way back to Lloris. And Kante. And France just controlling the game now. Slowing the tempo down. Not letting Germany have a touch of the ball. It's a loose pass by Kimpembe though. But I suppose the man you want in there when it's a loose pass is N'Golo Kante. Because he just nicked the ball off Kai Havertz, his teammate. And here's Paul Pogba. To Pavard. Back to Pogba. Switches it with another good pass to Hernandez. Here's Benzema. To Mbappe. Hernandez again. Mbappe looking for Hernandez again. Good defended in there by Havertz. And there's Gundogan to Muller. Gnabry to Kroos. But there's just nobody forward for Germany at the moment. You have to build up from the back with Thomas Muller here on the halfway line to Kimmich. Goes all the way back to Ginter though. And it's just too slow from the side in white. The Germans been very, very slow when they build up the possession of the football. There just seems to be nothing in that midfield and they're getting absolutely dominated in there. Whenever the ball goes in there, Gundogan and Kroos can't control and they can't keep up with Pogba and Kante at the moment. Here's Kimmich though. Passing it back to Toni Kroos. Who goes to drive one across to Gosens and now Gundogan. Excuse me. It's Gosens again after a loose ball. Back inside to Kroos. Griezmann trying to poke it through, but Raphael Varane, brilliant defending. And then he gets fouled. Brilliant defending from Raphael Varane there. Building up again from the back, France now with Kimpembe. Good pass into midfield for Griezmann. And a 1-2 with Rabiot. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe running against Hummels, gets past him. Mbappe beats a cross, and it's a good recovery tackle from Ginter. Another France corner. It's whipped in by Griezmann. Headed away. Hernandez had to be quick because Serge Gnabry was sprinting for that ball. I think Laporte is Spain gain and France miss, in my opinion. I think they've got a lot of good centre-backs, France, haven't they? I mean, I still can't believe he wasn't ever capped. But I don't think that they necessarily need him when they've got the likes of Kimpembe, and especially they've got Varane, haven't they? They've got a very decent centre-half partnership in there, France. Now it's the Germans' turn to build up from the back with Toni Kroos. They just look dejected options at the moment. They just look like they're running out of options as well. I mean, they look like they can't find any space. The French just sucking the life out of Germany at the moment. Here's Toni Kroos, though. Things can change very quickly with Gosens whipping a ball and deflected into the path of Gnabry, who picks it in, and Gundogan volleyed it. And he mishit it. And just like that, as I was saying, things can change in a flash. That could have gone in, and I could have been sat here saying it was 1-1. Gnabry just really about to flick it back into a very dangerous area, and Gundogan tries to hit it into the floor. He just doesn't catch it right at all. Germany getting closer, though. There comes Germany with Hummels. I'm not saying Kimpembe is bad, I just think Laporte is better. Yeah. I mean, Laporte didn't look that convincing yesterday, I don't think. He got absolutely bullied by Alexander Isak a few times. Here's Kroos, though. To Gnabry, losing out to Pavard. Loose ball runs back to Kroos. Here's Gundogan. Into Muller. Good touch by Muller. Tries one through for Gnabry. Good defending, though, by Varane. Here's Griezmann. It's a loose touch, and here's Kimmich. Here's Hummels now to Toni Kroos. Now Gundogan. Back to Kroos. Switch out to Kimmich, and Hernandez all over him. It's going to go as a foul to Hernandez, and Kimmich is on a yellow card. And Hernandez is obviously playing on it a little bit. Oh, boot to the face. Accidental boot to the face. Spain not winning anything with Morata as your striker. Shocking. Yeah, it was really bad yesterday. Yeah, I think there's going to be a little bit of stoppage in play now for Hernandez to get some treatment. He's just had a little bit... He's just had a boot to the face by Josh Kimmich on the side of his face. The referee's not going to show Kimmich the second yellow card. It was completely accidental. The long ball downfield, headed away by Ginter, and Mbappe takes it down really well. Kante, lovely pass to Benzema, lovely pass to Mbappe, and Hummels is on his wheels all the time. Kante in there again to win the ball back. Here's Benzema. Kante turns on the ball, finds Rabiot, switches it out to Hernandez. Here's Pogba. Drives over top. What a ball. Benzema takes a chest. Takes it wide, dinks it back in. And it's chested down by Kimmich. But another brilliant pass from Pogba over the top. Here's Kroos, though, to Muller. Space starting to open up for the Germans a little bit. Gosens to Kroos. To Gundogan. Kai Havertz. Gundogan again. To Kimmich. Dinks one in. It's a nice looking ball headed away. Havertz gets his shot off and it's blocked by Varane again. There's Ginter and Kimmich now. Muller. Havertz. Good football by the Germans. It's going to fall to Kroos. Out to Gosens. Gnabry. Goes down under a little bit of pressure. Kroos out to looking for Kimmich. It's cleared away. And now there might be a counter-attack on for the French. It's a 3v3. It's Mbappe, Benzema and Griezmann. But Mbappe slows it down. Here's Benzema. Back to Mbappe. He's going to have to go backwards. But we are almost at half-time. I can't see there being much added time at the end of this half. Maybe a minute or so. And then these two sides have 15 minutes to recuperate and see what they can do. It's a foul on Pogba by Kroos. There's Pavard. Back to Varane, who's been a literal rock at the back, I'd have to say, for France. He plays one forward looking for Pogba. Pogba chests it down, gets into the area. Still got the ball. Backheels it to Griezmann, and that's going to be a throw into France. But Varane with a 50, 60-yard pass from inside his own half to Paul Pogba, who's inside the German penalty area. And at the moment, France are kind of flexing their muscles a little bit. It's going to be another throw-in for Pavard. Offside call against Paul Pogba from that throw-in. We have ticked over into the 44th minute of the game. It probably should be half-time quite soon, I'd say, in a few minutes' time, of course, because, like I said, can't see there being much added time towards the end of the first half. I don't think there's been that many stoppages, if any at all. And Germany are going to have to go into half-time searching a goal and come out with a bit of intent. There's Rudiger to Gosens. To Rudiger. Tries to switch it to Kimmich. Kimmich couldn't quite get there. It's a nice idea by Rudiger, but Kimmich just couldn't apply the touch to keep the ball in. It's going to be a throw into France, and it's been very comfortable for France. to throw into France as well. And I don't think any added time's been actually added on. Yeah, 1 added minute we've got at the end of the first half, as expected. And I expect France to go into the at half-time 1-0 up. 30 seconds of the first half left, of course. Then we'll have a little chat about the game and what you guys think. It's not been a bad game, I think. It's been a bit stop-start here and there, but it's not been a bad game. That's a loose pass, though. Benzema going to try and nick that one. Good defending by Hummels, though. That's a good pass to Gnabry, and he tried to do a 1-2. But that is half-time, and it's 1-0 to France via a Mats Hummels own goal. And with 1 goal separating the two sides at the moment, Germany can probably count their lucky stars that it's only 1-0 because France have threatened and their superstars are flexing their muscles at the moment. 1-0 to France at half-time. And let's have a look at the benches to see who could possibly come on off the bench for both sides and cause some problems. I mean, I'm looking at the French side already, and I'm looking, and there's not that many standout names on there. I'm certain Olivier Giroud will probably come off the bench at some point. The likes of Tolisso as well, maybe. I'd like to see him come off the bench because I do like Tolisso. Maybe Kingsley Coman as well. There is 5 substitutes that you can make at free window intervals. So, I mean, probably the likes of Coman, maybe Ben Yedder, Tolisso, Giroud, maybe even Thomas Lemar. But for Germany, I think there's 2 names on the bench that they should probably get on as soon as possible because they're looking a little bit isolated, and that is Timo Werner and Leroy Sané. I mean, Leroy Sané offers something a little bit different than Kai Havertz does. Maybe go back to a back 4, make it 3 in midfield, take Robin Gosens off, or Matthias Ginter off, one of the centre-halves off, bring on Leroy Sané, put Gosens at left-back, Kimmich at right-back, and maybe go a little bit more adventurous against this French side because the space has been there for the Germans. They've just not exploited it well enough. And other different names to come off the bench, maybe Kevin Volland, maybe Florian Neuhaus as well would be a good option off the bench. But looking at that, we can't really see much. But I think the player to watch, Robin Gosens, I did think he had a bad half, but I don't think he was really that impressive for the Germans. I don't think the Germans were that impressive. They had their little half chances, but nothing substantial. But yeah, guys, do get what you think of the game down in the comments. We are going to now play the Watchalong advert to see what is coming up on the channel in the near distant future. We'll play it at the start of half-time and the end of half-time, just so it kind of caps this little interval that we've got on. Who can do it? So you are now watching France versus Germany, the second game of Group F today, the Euro 2012 Watchalong with me. And tomorrow you can catch Rowan live at 1:55 p.m. for Finland and Russia. Group B, round 2 starts tomorrow, the second round of fixtures for the Euros. And speaking of second round of fixtures, Italy versus Switzerland. Group A, second round of fixtures, 7:50 with Kieren D. And then, in a couple of days' time, Denmark versus Belgium. Group B, 4:50 with Josh for that one. And then later on in that night, 7:50, Netherlands versus Austria, probably a battle for the top of the group in Group C with Kieren D. And that's about it for the next couple of days. I'm sure Josh will update you. Make sure you keep up to date with the Twitter, which is at the Sports Corner, the Instagram, which is the Sports_Corner, I think, and the YouTube channel, of course. Make sure you subscribe and like if you are new. Share it around with everybody. And yeah, we've got a website as well, which is thesportscorner.com, which is absolutely crazy. Oh, Kyle, you're a bloody lifesaver. He says, wasn't the greatest half ever. France have edged it by far. Germany been poor, must improve. I think I agree with you with that one. But that is the link for the website. That's the link for the Twitter. And that's the link for the Instagram. Thank you very much, Kyle. But we are going to have a little bit of a 5-minute break. And we will be coming back at the start of the second half to resume proceedings. But yeah, so now I like for the 5-minute break just to let everybody, recuperate, go get a drink if you want, go to the toilet if you want, do whatever you bloody want. Because I am going to do the exact same thing. I'm probably going to go to get something to eat as well because I'm a little bit hungry. But yeah, I'm back at the start of the second half, guys. Make sure you're back. How we doing, boys? We're ready for the second half of proceedings here. We are about to get underway for the second half. It's going to be France to get us underway this time. 45 more minutes from this game, and we are done with the round one of fixtures for the Euros, and then we'll have a nice idea of how the groups are going to pan out. Of course, a lot can change in the other two games, but we'll know the favourites for the groups. And there we go. Kieren Mbappe gets us underway for the second half. France now kicking from right to left. Germany left to right, of course. Paul Pogba on the ball, takes it past a couple of players. Kieren D picks it up and finds Benjamin Pavard now. And here's Raphael Varane and Kimpembe. Now, from as far as I can tell, there's been no substitutions at half-time. And now, like Ali McCoist has just said, the onus is on the Germans. They've got to come out, and the space that they will leave when they do come out will allow France to get more opportunities. And here they come already with Hernandez. Back to Kimpembe. There's Hernandez again. Well, Lloris's kick-up feels not a good one. It's gone straight to Gundogan. Here's Kai Havertz, turn on the ball, finding Muller, trying to poke it with Gnabry. It's cleared away, I think, by Rabiot back there. Dink forward by Varane. Really good kick forward. Rabiot and Mbappe play a nice 1-2, which the latter keeps in. And Mbappe running at Mats Hummels again, onto his right foot, onto his left foot. Brilliant football by Mbappe. Good recovery by Hummels. Mbappe still in the area, though. Still got the ball. It's back out to Adrien Rabiot now. Here's Pogba. Mbappe again. Gives it away. Ginton whacked clear by Manuel. I think that might be got for a throw-in. Thomas Muller doesn't get there. He's going to be going out to play for a throw-in. But the threat was there again from France with Kylian Mbappe down that left-hand side, running at Mats Hummels, who does not look comfortable when he gets run at. That's going to be a throw into Germany, though, which Kimmich will take all the way back to Manuel Neuer. Is Gosens to Rudiger. Gundogan and Rudiger getting chased down by Griezmann. Foot in there by Pavard that time. It's back to the German defenders, though. Here's Hummels to Ginter. Steps inside, dinks one to Gnabry. It's going to go all the way through, though, to Lloris. And I feel a bit sorry for Serge Gnabry, because whenever he does get the ball, he does try to make stuff happen, but he just looks a little bit isolated at the moment. Good turn by Paul Pogba away from, I think it was Toni Kroos. Rudiger across to him. Good pass out to Benzema. Tried a little flick and good defending back there by Hummels. It's cleared away downfield. Flicked on by Muller. Gnabry. Pogba there first to it. Cleared away by Joshua Kimmich. No, it was Gosens back there for Germany. Here is Joshua Kimmich. There just doesn't look like there's enough width for Germany at the moment, and there's nobody in midfield. Gundogan and Kroos getting overrun so many times, but here come the Germans with Gosens. Into Gundogan. Finally gets a little bit of space in midfield. Finds Thomas Muller. Tries an early ball to Gnabry, headed away by Kimpembe. And Rabiot takes it down. tries to find Benzema, and Hummels nicks it off him. And then Rabiot does really well to recover, and Hummels is out of position as France come forward with the ball. Rabiot takes a bit of a heavy touch though, and it's whacked downfield by Matthias Ginter and into the hands of Hugo Lloris. There's Pavard. Yeah, Mbappe's offside there. Good line from the Germans there to catch him offside. Actually, he might not even be offside. But here's Gundogan to his midfield partner Kroos. Out to Robin Gosens. Into Serge Gnabry. Gosens again, back to Gundogan. About 35 yards out. Out wide to Kimmich. Back to Ginter. Tries a cross in. It's a good-looking ball headed away. Pogba takes it down. Loose ball and Mbappe goes down under a challenge. Here's Pogba. Drives out of a few challenges, then goes down. It's fouled by Gundogan. Really good football from France. They win fouls when they need to. It's going to be a free kick for France now. There's Rabiot to Benzema. To Mbappe. Lovely pass to Rabiot. Adrien Rabiot down on goal and hits the post. He could have cut it back to Antoine Griezmann. Really good pass from Mbappe. He might have been offside. But Antoine Griezmann screaming for it in the middle and he took the shot on with Kimmich and Ginter bearing down on him. He hits the outside of the post and it goes out of play. What a chance for France to double their lead and maybe kill the tie off early in the second half. Here's Kimmich, does really well to ride the challenge of Hernandez. Gundogan. Rudiger. Kroos to Kimmich. There's Neuer to Rudiger. There's Gosens to Gundogan. There's Kroos again. Dinked over to Matthias Ginter, who looks to be playing a little bit wider. There's Hummels. Kroos dropping in between his centre half. There's Rudiger in a little bit of space now. Just inside the France half. Out to Gosens. Poor ball in and Rabiot can chest that down and find Kante. Here's Pogba. Looking for Benzema. Hummels is in there quickly. Here's Kimmich. Havertz. Gosens now. To Muller. Gundogan. There's Gosens. Can he whip a ball? And he can. It's a really good crossing as well. Gnabry! Oh, what a chance. What a chance for Serge Gnabry. He mishit it on the volley. It looked like it was just going to dip under the crossbar and past Hugo Lloris, but finally Germany muster a chance. And for Serge Gnabry, it's probably the only chance he's had all game. He hits it into the ground, doesn't catch it right, and you think it's just going to bounce into the top of the net over Hugo Lloris, but no, it bounces over the top of the crossbar, and Germany have their best chance of the game. And Luke Bower's in the building. He says, France 4-0. I mean, I hope it ends 4-0 because that means we'll have 3 more goals. Because this game is getting a little bit dry. Other than that chance we've had just there, maybe that'll spark it into life a bit. But Gundogan out to the right-hand side for Joshua Kimmich. Here's Muller. Back to Kimmich. Gnabry. Kimmich. Kante was in hard on him. That's going to be a foul. Wide right-hand side, about 35 yards for Germany to try and whip a ball in as we tick into the 54th minute of football. And Joshua Kimmich puts the ball down. He's going to be the one to whip this in. It's Toni Kroos, actually, who's going to be the one to whip this in. have to be a good delivery. Not a lot of height in that German side, apart from the likes of Hummels and Ginter. It's a decent delivery. Headed up into the air, and Lloris is there to claim it. Very anticlimactic and disappointing. If you're a German fan, that's a good throw out by Lloris to Pavard. Here's Pogba now. He left Pavard with a lot to do, and Varane out there to cover his side. There's Havertz to Kimmich. Trying to make his way past a sea of blue shirts, and Benzema whips it back and plays a fantastic ball to Mbappe. And Kylian Mbappe lied left on the penalty area. He's got two players to take on. Tries to cross it into the box. It's going to go looping into the air. And it's caught by Emmanuel Neuer and bowled out. But this game has sparked into life a little bit. It's very back and forth between the two sides again. And here's Ilkay Gundogan for Germany. Out to Thomas Muller. Into Kimmich. Havertz. Muller inside the area. Thomas Muller shoots. What a block from Varane. Havertz lost it to Kimpembe, and then Hernandez brings it away. Pass one, pass two. Lovely backheel by Matthias Ginter, though. Kimmich looking for Gnabry. Lloris was in well. Brilliant play, goalkeeping by Lloris to run out of his net really quickly, but this game has flashed into life all of a sudden. At both ends, we've had difficult chances. Lovely pass from Germany, and then Gnabry takes a touch, hits it against Lloris, who was out really quickly. And the German players claiming a penalty. I mean, it's not a penalty. I think Lloris got out there really quickly and did really well. Germany coming forward again with Havertz. Here's Kimmich. The Germans enjoying a lot more of the ball now. Here's Rudiger. There's Gundogan to Hummels. Ginter. There's Rudiger. Now Gundogan. To Rudiger again. Hummels. Gundogan. Gosens a good pass into Muller. Tries to flick it into the path of Havertz. And here's Mbappe trying to flick it to Benzema. And Germany going to get the ball back again. And France at the moment pinned inside their own half. Can't really get out. It's a good pass to Havertz in a little bit of space. Gets inside the area. Plays it to Kimmich. First time ball across the face. A goal and coming in. And on the volley, it's blocked by the man on the floor. There was a collision in there between Gosens and I think it was Hernandez. Or Pavard. Then Toni Kroos. We're going to see the ball in now from Kimmich. Great ball. And Gosens comes in so hard on Pavard. A little, like a knee to the side of the head. And Pavard's still down, receiving a bit of treatment. Yeah, it's a good stoppage in play for France as well, as they need a little bit of time out now. Hopefully Benjamin Pavard is okay. And there's Joachim Low smelling his fingers. If you are new to the stream, by the way, do not do not be scared. Like, feel free to leave a like and give us a subscription, because we do this pretty much every day. We're trying to cover every game from the Euros, every game we can anyway. So make sure you tune in to the channel, of course. It's similar style to this. Sometimes we've got the cameras on, sometimes we don't. I don't have a camera, so Unfortunately, can't stick it on. Benjamin Pavard is back on his feet, though. Looks all right. Of course, precautions have got to be taken. All the France players round him asking if he's all right. Hopefully, Benjamin Pavard can play on, but it's a nasty one. Right to the head. It's a nasty one for Benjamin Pavard to take. We are into the 60th minute. He's back jogging now around the side of the pitch. Just had to stop my phone from falling off. And they have got Leo Dubois on the bench, of course, France. Cleared away. Downfield. Pogba nods it on. Straight back to Germany, though. And here is Mats Hummels, and Pavard is back onto the pitch. Here's Gundogan. Really good pass forward to Muller, trying to find Havertz. And Hernandez had the run on him, and that's going to be a corner to Germany. Good work by Havertz there to win the corner. He just put a little bit of pressure on Hernandez back there. And here comes Joshua Kimmich to take this corner from the right. Headed on and flicked away by Griezmann and Pogba. He's going to go out to play for a throw-in on the opposite side, which Kroos takes quickly to Rudiger. Now Gnabry to Gosens. Back to Toni Kroos. Cross to Matthias Ginter. Tries an early cross. It's not a good one. And Kante now to Benzema. And Mbappe. Is he going to run at Ginter? He is. Good recovery challenge from the German centre-back. That's going to be a throw into France. Germany building up from the back again. Here's Rudiger. Toni Kroos now. Long ball forward looking for Kimmich. Manages to keep it in with a header. And Ginter then manages to keep it in. But there's a line of 5 for Germany up front. And I mean, if they can get that line of 5 in the game, and here is Havertz to Kimmich on the right-hand side. Another searching ball in, and it had to be put behind by Raphael Varane for another corner to Germany. And France are kind of weathering the storm a little bit at the moment. And Joshua Kimmich is going to get another go at this delivery from the right-hand side. In comes a deeper one this time, and it's gone over the head of everyone, cleared away by Pavard. It's going to be recycled here by the goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer, inside France's half. There's Gosens. Rudiger. Gnabry. Havertz. Looking for Gnabry. Good interception there by Rabiot, but loose ball, and Gosens inside the area. Tries to poke it back across, and it ricochets off 2 France centre-halves and caught by Lloris. Like I said, France are weathering a little bit of a storm now, a German storm of white shirts come flood forward every time the Germans get the ball, and France are a little bit stunted at the moment. Here's Rudiger. To Hernandez. Into Rabiot, who's had a very good game. And Varane as well, who's had a very good game. Here's Kante in midfield, turning on the ball. Getting away from Thomas Muller. Picking a really good pass out to Rabiot. Evening, Kieren S. Josh this before, who scored England's first goal at the last Euros. 2016. I think it was Raheem Sterling. But I can't remember. We did the 2012 Euros last night. But here comes Paul Pogba to Antoine Griezmann. Here's Benzema. Takes it past two and shoots, blocked by Mats Hummels. Pavard should come off. Nasty collision. He looks groggy. He may say he's fine. Just going to stop Mbappe on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Inside. Looks to cut inside a few times. Looks to shoot into the side. Oh, what a goal that is. Oh, but the flag's up. The flag's up. And it's taken a beautiful goal off Kylian Mbappe. Oh, he looks just offside, which is very unfortunate because that is a thing of beauty from Kylian Mbappe. Oh, it's disallowed offside. Oh, it's nasty to rule a girl out like that. Germany come forward. That might have sparked him into life a bit. It was a forward. I thought it was Eric Dyer. Because it was 1-1, wasn't it? We drew 1-1 with Russia, I think. Because they equalised it last minute. And I swear Eric Dyer scored in the group stage. It's 2016. I'm going to have a look now. Yeah, 11th June 2016, which is the first day, or the first game. We drew 1-1 with Russia and Eric Dyer scored. So, unless Eric Dyer was a forward, then I don't think it was a forward. And then we beat Wales 2-1, of course, with that last-minute goal from Sturridge. But Vardy scored the equaliser in that one. But Eric Dyer scored our first goal at the 2016 Euros. Clear offside, and yet again, look, ref took forever to put his flag up. Really irritating. I think I agree with what Ali McCoy said. Just put your flag up. If he's offside, stick the flag up because it's just ruined another good moment. But Germany coming forward now. Picked up Gundogan. There's Ginter. Gundogan. Back to Kimmich. There's Ginter now. Back to Hummels. Toni Kroos. And all Germany's players, apart from Manuel Neuer, inside Germany's half. Inside France's half, sorry. There's Gosens. Rudiger. 22 minutes left on the clock. Here's Kai Havertz trying to pass him around the corner for Gnabry. Gnabry out to Kimmich. Kimmich takes a touch, low ball in, and it's cleared behind by Kimpembe for another corner on the right-hand side. And there is going to be a substitution finally for Germany. And it's the best player in the world, Leroy Sané, that is coming onto the pitch to make an appearance. Whipped in by Kimmich this corner, and it's headed up into the air. And Lloris, commanding, jumps up, catches the ball, and smacks it downfield, looking for Kylian Mbappe. And it's a good header by Ginter to set Germany off on another attack with Kimmich to Kai Havertz. Back to Kimmich now. There's Kai Havertz again on the right. It's a pass all the way across to Gundogan. Kroos. Havertz again on the right. Got the ball trapped under his feet. Tried a cross. It's going to be another corner for Germany on the right-hand side. Another chance for Kimmich to whip this in. It's going to be a double change, in fact, for Germany, with Timo Werner also coming on alongside Leroy Sané. It's going to be Kroos this time from the right-hand side to dink this one in. Kroos does cross that ball into the box. It's headed out by Griezmann this time. Here's Gundogan to Gosens. Muller now back to Rudiger. With 20 minutes left, France look fairly comfortable. Germany struggling to break this blue shield down that France have set up in front of them. That's good football though, and Kimpembe's out well. Spurs player never got picked for this one, Kieren. Well, it was Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer scored our first goal at the 2016 Euros. Unless you're talking about this Euros that no Spurs player's been picked. There's Pogba. Griezmann back to Raphael Varane. I think France just need a little bit of possession to slow the game down a little bit. There's a stoppage in play because I think someone's gone down with a little bit of cramp. And it is Matthias Ginter who's gone down holding his thigh. Kyle, just do me a favour. Check who scored the first goal for England at the 2016 Euros. I checked, and it's Eric Dyer. And Kyle, Daz said it was a forward. I don't think Eric Dyer's a forward. I mean, I just want a second opinion on it. I wonder if Matthias Ginter is one of the players that's going to come off here. I think it's going to be a triple change of Emre Can also coming on. Yes, Eric Dyer. Thank you, Kyle. It was just a clash of heads with Mbappe, and I think as he landed, wasn't very comfortable for Matthias Ginter. He is one of the players that's come off. It is going to be a triple change, though, for Germany, with Werner, Can and Sané coming on. I think Ginter's one of the players that's come off. Well, no, I think Ginter might be coming back on, actually, because he's still on the sidelines with the players. And here we go with the numbers. So the first number is number 10. I think that might be Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry off for Timo Werner. Fixtures out tomorrow for Premier League. Are they? It's a bit early, isn't it? And then Kai Havertz off for Leroy Sané. Oh, are they? Are you right? That's mental. I always think it's weird that, but yeah, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, that'll be interesting to talk about. Did not know that. Thank you very much for telling me that does. Here come Germany down the left-hand side. Gosens to Timo Werner. Just one into the box. Nobody's there. Straight into the hands of Hugo Lloris. Is Ginter coming forward? We've got 15 minutes left on the clock. There's Rudiger on the left-hand side for Germany. To Sané. Switch over to Kimmich now. Has to go back to Ginter, though. There's Rudiger. Good one, tries to spin on the ball. Pogba gets a foot in there. Throw into Germany on the left-hand side. France now having to do some defending. Nice switch there to Kimmich. Kimmich whips it in, and it's caught again by Hugo Lloris. There's Kimmich. Germany searching for this equaliser still in the second half. As the commentary say, it's been a game of two halves, and he's right, Germany have improved while France have deteriorated. That's true. It's true. I think France have been quite poor in the second half, but I don't think they'll care as long as they get over the line in this one. Here's Sané, though. They've still got 13 minutes left, though, to defend, plus added time. There's Kimmich. Back to Ginter. Nice touch from him to get inside and back to Kimmich. Good looking crossing header by Varane. Here's Pogba now. Looking for an out ball, and there it is with Mbappe. Benzema is a touch on, and look at the speed of Kylian Mbappe. Gets straight past Mats Hummels, and Mats Hummels makes a challenge, and the ref says no penalty. The speed of Kylian Mbappe there as he just absolutely raced past Mats Hummels. Kante's nicked it back. Here's Paul Pogba. And France, just like that, after doing nothing in this half, looked like scoring straight from a miss. Like it was a dodgy touch from Benzema that sent Kylian Mbappe through on goal, and he raced past Mats Hummels, but Mats Hummels made a good recovery. Here's Varane. To Kimpembe. Back to Rabiot now, and Kante. And France just look content with keeping the ball and slowing the pace down and playing the game to their sort of tempo at the moment. Raphael Varane's been an absolute beast tonight. He's been everywhere. Kimpembe's not done bad either, but I mean, Varane has been blocking him. That's an awful kick from Hugo Lloris straight to Kimmich. Good foot in there by Kante. Ball comes to Timo Werner, but Kante in there again to win it back. And Benzema now turns on the ball, finds Paul Pogba. Oh, what a pass that is to Mbappe up against Hummels again. Turns on the ball. Finds Benzema 1-2 with Benzema to Kylian Mbappe. Up against Rudiger and gets to the byline, whips it in, Hummels away. That's going to go out of play for a throw-in. Paul Pogba keeps it in, though. A few step-overs. Gets past Toni Kroos with ease. Still got the ball. The tricks are coming out, pushed off it. And Toni Kroos comes away with it. Timo Werner now to Muller. Werner. Awful pass. And Paul Pogba's just going to let it run out of play for a throw-in. Awful pass from Timo Werner. Didn't even look up and to see if anybody was to his left. He just assumed. We're going to get another look at this Mbappe tackle, though. Hummels. Yeah, great recovery challenge from Hummels. Did really well there, Matt Hummels, to say he lost the original race to get to recover and get stood on the ball at least. Here's Leroy Sané, turn on the ball. Still going. On the right-hand side, managed to keep the ball in. Here's Gundogan out to Kroos. Paul Pogba sticks a foot in there and turns away from Robin Gosens with ease. And Antoine Griezmann now to Pogba. Plays a long ball forward. And Kylian Mbappe just wasn't running. That's going to run out of play for a throw-in. And with 9 minutes left, this game's getting a little bit hot again. Will Germany find an answer? Kimmich keeps that in. He's got Hernandez harassing him, and that's going to be a foul by the Frenchman. And a free kick to Germany on the right-hand side. Here's Gundogan. Now Gosens. Griezmann in there quickly. That's going to be a foul by Gosens on Griezmann. And the pressure on France relieved very quickly in there. I mean, France have just done what they needed to do tonight. They got their goal. And they've been very compact and very, very, very well structured. And whenever they do have the ball to counter, I mean, they've got one of the quickest players on the planet to do so. One of the best players on the planet in Kylian Mbappe to do so. That's well worked by Kimpembe, though. It wins a foul off Joshua Kimmich. And the France players are all going mental. The France fans are all going mental in Munich. Their team's 8 minutes away from winning their opening game against the Germans. And here comes France with Kante. No real urgency to do anything. Benzema, nice little layoff to Rabiot. And he loses out to Ginter, though, who's probably one of Germany's best players. Here's Gosens now, who slows down, and he's got nobody to pass it to. Has to go back to Rudiger. And now Toni Kroos. And Germany have probably been the better team overall on the night. They've just not had the answer. There's Hummels. Kimmich. There's Ginter, whips the ball in. A really good cross as well. Had some real power on that. Rudiger second-guessed that, and Hummels just about got there. And here's Kroos to Kimmich. Now Ginter again. Griezmann in there, and brilliant defended again by Antoine Griezmann. Slides in, puts the ball out of play for a throw-in. Here's Hummels. Switching it to Sané. And then Rudiger back to Leroy Sané. Foot in there by, I think it was Pavard. And then Kroos. Rudiger. Back to Kroos. Germany still searching for that equaliser. What a cutout that is by Pogba. Then Benzema again. Griezmann. Pogba. Turns on the ball. What a pass that is. Is Mbappe onside? Kylian Mbappe pokes it across. Benzema slaps it into an empty net. Is he onside? I think he is onside, and I think that might be game over. And Karim Benzema makes it 2-0 to France, and that might be game over. The counter-attacking threat's been there all night. And they've been made to pay the Germans again. Brilliant football. Griezmann, Pogba spins on the ball. Mbappe is just about onside, maybe. I don't know. It's really tight. Benzema definitely onside, though. Slaps the ball home into an empty net. And it might be 2-0. It might not be. It's going to be checked by VAR, obviously. But France, just like that, are 2-0 up. The referee obviously checking the goal. It is a very tight one. The lines will be out for this one. But the decisions have been made very quickly for these VAR calls in the Euros. VAR. It's been disallowed. Wow. But it's still 1-0. And how quick was that? Wow. Well, that's a surprise. And finally, another two substitutes are going to be coming on for Germany. Kevin Volland and Emre Can, when the ball goes out of play again after this throw-in is going to be taken. But it's amazing how that goal's been disallowed, and it's so quick because I'm sure we're all used to the VAR that takes 5 years to make a decision. That was done in about 10 seconds. That's how VAR should be used. I mean, they're trained professionals, for God's sake. And it was a very close call between Mbappe's foot and probably Ginter's foot as well. But the two substitutes waiting to come on. Kevin Volland, Emre Can is Muller, though, to Kimmich. Pulled back to Muller. Thomas Muller dinks it in. Claims for a handball against Rabiot, and it is. Right on the edge of the area, though. Right on the edge of the area. Right on the junction of the box. And the substitute's coming on now. Ginter off for Emre Can. And Kevin Volland's going to come on for Robin Gosens. And a free kick right outside the area. Kroos and Sané are over it. It's probably a better position for Leroy Sané to hit it on his left foot. It's a two-man wall. It's going to be tough for Leroy Sané to get it up and over. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. I think it is going to be Leroy Sané. It is, and it's up and over the bar. It's a disappointing one. But it was always going to be difficult to get it up and over from there. And with 2 minutes left, we're just seeing how close it was. It's about a foot offside, isn't it? And another substitution for France. And Tolisso is going to be coming on for Karim Benzema, who's had a very good game. Not only going forward, but defending from the front for his side. Been fantastic tonight. Could have possibly had a goal. But Tolisso comes onto the pitch with a minute and a half left, plus added time. There's Timo Werner, though. Muller trying to poke it onto Gundogan. And Tolisso was back there. That's going to go out of play for a corner to Germany on the left-hand side. Whipped in by Kroos. Awful corner. Headed away easily by Antoine Griezmann. Emre Can out to Leroy Sané. Here's Emre Can. Out to Sané again on the right. It's a dangerous looking ball in. Rudiger flicks it up into the air. There's high feet everywhere. Griezmann now tries to play one down line for Mbappe. It's cut out by Toni Kroos. Here's Gundogan. Out to Kimmich. Here's Muller. That's not a good cross from Thomas Muller. Vollen gets there, but it's headed out of play for a goal kick to France with 19 seconds of regulation time left. And I imagine about 3 or 4 minutes of added time. Well, we've got a man down in Adrien Rabiot. And Adrien Rabiot's gone down again. And the German fans are absolutely... They're having a right go. Six minutes of added time, but we're definitely going to be more because of this stoppage in play for Adrien Rabiot. It's going to be about 7 minutes of added time the way. About a minute already. Is Gundogan. Emre Can over the halfway line. Out wide to Joshua Kimmich. Here's Emre Can again. To Muller. Kimmich now to Muller again. Emre Can. To Leroy Sané just outside the area. Takes a few touches. Harassed by blue shirts. Cross out to Kimmich. Harassed by Rabiot. Muller tried to flick it through the legs of Hernandez. Cleared away. His Hummels now to lovely switch of play. Kimmich, Muller. Dinks into the box. Cleared away by Varane. Out for a throw-in. There's Muller to Emre Can. Emre Can dinks one over the top looking for Verne. That's going to go all the way out of play for a goal kick. Ousmane Dembele to replace Adrien Rabiot. There can't be that many minutes added on, be able to add on now. I think about 3 minutes left, I think. We're in 4 minutes of the 6 added on. I imagine they'll add an extra minute on for the stoppage for Rabiot when he went down. Germany not got that much time left to try and find an equaliser. There's Kevin Volland. Tony Kroos now. Out to Sané, who's just slipped as he tried to get the ball. Hernandez has Ousmane Dembele on his bike already, but Kimmich, I mean, I say he read it well. He just tried to turn the ball, put it out of play for a throw-in. It's Hernandez. It's won back by Germany. It's Rudiger. Cross out to Sané, just outside the area, goes down. Ball across the face of the goal. Way over hit. And out of play for a goal kick. And we're almost at full time. It must be seconds away. There's Paul Pogba just whacking it forward. And Kylian Mbappe might be able to get onto the end of that. And Manuel Neuer's quick. Big boot downfield by him. It's going to bounce into the box. Headed away by Varane. Muller's not going to get onto that either. That's going to play for a goal kick. The final whistle coming at any moment. And France have got off to a perfect start in the Euros. Pogba nods that on. Oh, we're now looking on going into the 8th minute of added time. And Pavard throw into the German half. Antoine Griezmann offside. And that is that. France victorious in Munich. The Germans toothless up front. And it might be another disappointing tournament for Germany. They've not got off to the good start that they would have wanted. Nothing from this game. An own goal from Mats Hummels gives all 3 points to France. But a toothless performance from Germany, of course. And that concludes round 1 of fixtures for all the groups. Hungary 0, Portugal 3 earlier. France 1, Germany 0 earlier. Germany will probably need to win both their other games to qualify in the top 2 for this game. But let's have a look what's coming up on the channel in the next couple of days. Of course, you've just finished watching France versus Germany. France 1-0 victors in Munich against the Germans. And then tomorrow you can join Rowan live at 1:55 for Finland versus Russia for the start of the second round of fixtures. And Italy versus Switzerland later on the night with Kieren D. Then Denmark versus Belgium, 4:50, 17th of July with Josh. And then KL later on in the day, 7:50 for Netherlands versus Austria. Well, thank you very much, guys, for joining me today. Do not forget to leave a like and a comment on the stream if you are new, make sure you check out all of these, sportscorner.com, the Twitter, and the Instagram. Kyle said, cheers, KD, and have a good night, and see you tomorrow. Yeah, you won't see me tomorrow because I'm not back. I'm not back on tomorrow. I don't actually know when I'm back, but thank you very much, guys, for keeping me company tonight. I appreciate everybody that comes in, comments, and likes. Do make sure you subscribe if you are new, and make sure you're there for Rowan tomorrow. 1:55 Finland versus Russia. See you later, guys. Peace.